Why don't you make sustainable villages? Biggest which is closest to my heart is river rejuvenation, because our water is badly polluted. Urbanization and untreated water going in the rivers, all this is the biggest challenge for me right now. There are two questions I want to ask you or myself or people. Do we really need to increase urbanization? Why don't you make sustainable villages? Yeah, women should have economic power. She should be financially independent. That is the mantra of women going ahead.
Hello and welcome to The Shift, an exclusive video series where we talk to thought leaders who are crafting exquisite stories of an incredible India. We talk to them about the possibilities that make India such a wonderful story. And today, I have a very special guest with me, Pankaja Munde, who is the Minister of Environment and Climate Change Government of Maharashtra, is with me to talk about the road ahead for this conversation on sustainability and what can women do to create a wonderful story around the idea of India. Pankaja, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Very curious to know, there's this large conversation around sustainability. Let me begin with that. This conversation is no longer a need, it's an imperative. India also has its own fair share of challenges while grappling with the conversation around sustainability. How do we negotiate these difficult turns when we talk about climate change, net zero, global warming? Difficult, but we need to do it.
Definitely, the word difficult, the way you push the word, the heavily you put it, it is first thing I feel is difficult because I don't think it is impossible, but I'm saying it is difficult because the journey of this whole earth, because this is a global thing, it's not only my department or it's not only state issue, it's not only national issue, it's a global
The world
issue
is
right now.
grappling with
World
it.
is going there, and climate change. We never worried about it as much, maybe 3-4 decades ago. But now it's hit us so badly. Now everybody is worried about it. At least the person who has little bit of idea, little bit of science, knowledge, understanding that there are a lot of things which are irreversible. Global warming, pollution, need of establishment, in need of development, but at the same time maintaining the nature. All this balance is it's a very difficult thing right now. And after I took charge of this ministry, I've realized this ministry is what was perceived was only limited to environment clearances and all this. But this is not only environment, this is climate change, and it is a very vast issue.
Much bigger
Yeah,
implication, and that's
much bigger implication. The green cover is getting reduced day by day. We were not serious in the past. Now pollution, we are still not serious about certain things. It is a very individual responsibility as well as government responsibility. So for me, the challenge is involving every individual in the process of making this place better, because if I make laws and people are not participating positively, it will not be able to give result. So my main agenda is biggest which is closest to my heart is river rejuvenation, because our water is badly polluted. The kind of you see urbanization and untreated water going in the rivers, all this is the biggest challenge for me right now. Yeah, it is scary. And then air pollution, then temperature rising. See, now it's still March, but you kind of heat we are feeling. So this is a process which we have led by ignorance for so many years. So I think environment and climate change has to be given the most amount of attention by government, by all the world organizations, and we have to work on it. So my little dot, my department, I'll try to make some policy changes and try to encourage people. I want more public participation.
I wish you all the luck with
Thank
that,
you so much.
and
Yeah.
I hope that it really changes and we
Yeah.
have a better, brighter world.
It doesn't go bad is a change for me right now. And that my
If it
criteria is
doesn't
it
get,
doesn't
yeah,
get
yeah,
worsen.
worse than, yeah,
It's achievement. That kind
absolutely,
of criteria we have to start with.
absolutely. But there's also, this is also a very difficult balancing act, because on one side you need cities to grow because there's a rising population. You need to provide infrastructure. You need more vehicles. You need to provide housing. Urban development is part of that dialogue. At the same time, it's also hitting the environment. How do you balance the two?
There are two questions I want to ask you or myself or people. Do we really need to increase urbanization? Why don't you make sustainable villages, sustainable mid-level towns? Then, yeah, exactly. Why we need to increase urbanization? Why have to make a monster city? Why can't we decentralize the uh, development and make it reach every village, every town, so that they don't need to come here? Give them employment, give them good education, give them jobs. They wouldn't come here. So this kind of uh, unplanned urbanization is not very good. It's harmful. So I feel we should kind of pause. We should pause everything, and we should make plans which are stop urbanization right away. Right away. That is the only way. It will be very bold, but I'm saying stop urbanization. Give infrastructure. That is different. But urbanization, why we were so good, Mother Earth was good, why we had so much nature, because people were not aspiring to go somewhere, reach somewhere all the time. If they get whatever they want in life to live in their place, they wouldn't come to the cities, leaving their families. And there are no slums, there are no illegal uh, residents, and then this
No mindless
water.
growth.
Yeah, so that's why I think there should be little bit of planning.
We call her Mother Earth. So I am
Yeah.
just curious to know, how can women be part of a conversation where they are driving this change around climate change, around creating a wonderful, beautiful earth that we truly deserve?
I think more participation of women in this kind of cause. Basically, I am a woman myself, and I am working on this ministry. So the kind of affinity I have for nature has, it has multiplied to another level.
Right.
Now the affinity has become responsibility. Now after getting this ministry, I suddenly feel that every breath I'm taking is like, okay, I'm reducing some oxygen. It is that kind of feeling I'm having. So I think women are that responsible. They are very caring. They are very submissive. That kind of approach is required definitely. So I want more women participation in establishments. So they will care of
Women have been natural healers, right?
natural
So the
healers,
earth
givers.
needs
Yeah,
healers, right?
yeah.
All right. So, we're talking on the sidelines of an event which is all about women. How have Indian women transformed in terms of their outlook towards life, um, the way they have crafted their own stories, and the way you see them creating their own stories when it comes to the larger Indian context? Will the Indian woman be at par with their global peers? Where are they now?
See, there is this answer is very difficult to give in few lines. But I
And we
feel,
also live in a diverse country.
yeah, we live in a diverse country. We have diverse statistic that there are places where women are girl is not allowed to take birth. So there's a lot of female feticide happening. So we are doing Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao to encourage birth or save girl child. And then at one point we have a woman who is going on in satellite and going on Mars and going on moon. So that kind of disparity is also there between amongst women only. So it is, I think, uh, it is availability of basic needs, chance to educate themselves, nutrition. There are at one point women are fighting with nutrition, basic nutrition, and one maybe nutrition is getting some global award. So there is a lot of yeah, huge disparity. But overall, as a whole, I feel women have a big role to play. I can see that happening. Now this Amrut Kal is happening. Like when we will have 2047, we'll complete 100 years of our freedom. And our Prime Minister has a plan. Modi ji looks at everything. I think always there is a spiritual angle to it. And I think having spiritual angle is having science in every cell of yours. People used to take spirituality is not what people used to think a decade ago. Right. Now it is in thing. So what he's thinking for our country in 2047, whether he is going to be part of that or not, what he is trying to push through. I think he is also thinking that women are going to play a very, very vital role in this.
And I hope it becomes a
Yeah,
reality.
and the reservation, more participation, women being finance minister of this country. When Sushma ji was there, she was external affair minister. So kind of big roles given to women. Now our president is woman. Before also we had women president. We had women prime ministers also. So I think our country has very, very strong leadership of women and very weak condition of women also. So I think the strong women should pull the weak ones ahead.
Absolutely. One of the ways, and it's often cited as one of the ways to possibly give a voice to women is to make them economically independent.
Yes, that's the only line my father always said in Marathi, आर्थिक स्वातंत्र्य बायकांना strong बनवेल, महिलांना strong बनवेल. And I kept on saying this line like a chanting in all my speeches that
How
women
do we
should
achieve that?
have, yeah, women should have economic power. She should be financially independent. That is the mantra of women going ahead.
Mm. And how do we do that? How do we empower them?
I think let them empower themselves, don't disturb them. We always, when people say, no, we will empower women, I feel there's some sense of mercy or some giving that we are giving to women. Just let them be, let them grow, let them, don't stop them. That is empowering them.
For that, society needs to change as well.
Yes.
Don't just push them to be at home only, do household chores. Let them be financially.
First of all, it is your personal choice.
Absolutely.
For a middle class women and a richer class women. For poor class women, they have to go for daily wages.
Yes.
They are real working women because they are earning for the family. They are looking after the family. They are working hard physically in the farms. They are breaking rocks. They are doing dam works. Everything they are doing. Like we have EJ
Very
schemes and all.
resilient.
Yeah, so they are all working. All women are working. I think no women is not working. The woman who's working at home and not earning money is also working and saving money of her husband who is earning money and she's doing the work.
Yes.
So every woman is working in this world. No woman is not working. Only thing is we have to empower them in a way that if they have some talent, so we have to give them some push. We have to, if they have some restriction that they can't step out, then we have to subsidize their schemes. We have to encourage them so that their family supports them. That mentality they have to fight with every day. So that kind of support is required. So then we have schemes where we give a loan to women with less interest. We have the self-help group is amazing scheme that our uh, national program for women's livelihood mission, and that is also the state also has the program because I was rural development minister and I worked with women so closely with the microfinance of women and everything. And I really had a great time of my life.
And having a bank account in their own name was a great step.
Yeah, that Jandhan first gave them bank account. Now this Ladli Bahan scheme of our also so many women had their bank accounts. First time they experienced money in their account.
Right.
First time. And when we did self-help group program we gave them loan on zero interest. Zero interest loan we gave them because they return their loan. That is their mentality. Women don't keep everything. They give it. They don't want that burden of having somebody ka karza mere sar pe nahi chahiye. That's so that kind of self-respect they have. So we kind of, it is their characteristic of womanhood. We designed our scheme around that, and little bit of push they do wonders.
Finally, we need policies for women which need to come from women, because most of our policymakers, I mean, other than the reservation that we have, a significant um, sort of number of politicians are males. There is a voice of women as well. Will that day ever come when women will make their own policies? As a policymaker, as somebody who is part of the political narrative, will that day come?
I think there are women participating in policy making on bureaucratic level, on intellectual level, on maybe there are some advisors who are women, their judiciary is there. So there are women who are participating. Of course, the number is less. I was just giving a speech now and I was saying that 49% of women enter any job, and the promotion levels they start achieving till the time they go to the first post like CEO or MD or anything, they only 6% reach there, because that disparity is there. We have to
Absolutely.
fight that. Even there
Right,
is
they're at the top.
yeah, even there is disparity of their income. Like the 26% less paid, less payment women get than men, right from Bollywood to everywhere, except our politics salaries we get the same. But the treatment what we get, sometimes we feel this because we are women, uh, we uh, we are not heard. That happens to every strata of women. It's not easy for every woman to go through the journey and reach somewhere. So
And I
they
think,
should be supported, of course, by trusting more than anything else.
I hope by the time we reach the Amrit Kal in 2047, this conversation will not be required.
Yes, yes. I wish that it will not be required, because the kind of it's like how the speed women have picked up is tremendous. Like how India has picked up in artificial intelligence so fast, and we started being all like uh, over, like our Wi-Fi is there. Our every village we have network, we have mobiles everywhere. It in no time we reach that kind of technology hype. Same way, I think women will also do the best.
Let's hope that
Yes.
India really comes to that reality. India really celebrates that reality.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure we'll do that.
On that note, thank you very much, Pankaja, for talking to me. I was talking to Pankaja Munde, the Minister of Environment and Climate Change in the Maharashtra government, and she firmly believes that the Amrit Kal will be ushered in by women through their empowerment, through their will to collectively create a winning India. You're watching The Shift on ETH Insights. More conversations coming up.